Hi, my name is Patrick, and welcome to my first playthrough of Kentucky Route Zero, a game that I've played a little bit of before, but it's been a long time since I last played it. And we're going to start off a brand new playthrough of this slightly odd, I don't even know how to describe it. It's kind of I don't know. You'll discover it as we go. We're just going to jump right into Act 1 and make our way through the whole game. Act 1, yeah, that's good. Hope you're having a wonderful day wherever it is in the world that you are joining us from. And it's good to be back. Had a bit of a break there. We're starting off at Equus Oils. On our way to Kentucky Route Zero. Oh, got a little truck. Hello. Okay. Ah, okay. There's a truck. A moving truck rumbles softly to itself. Painted on its side are the words, Lisette's Antiques, Furniture, Glassware, Curiosities. An old hound in a straw hat. Both have seen better days. Oh, okay, I can kind of free roam a little bit. Hey, old pup. Only when I stop moving that I can... Oh, that's fun. It's horseshoes. Alright, hello, friend. Joseph sits between gas pumps in a Queen Anne armchair. His hair is gray and his glasses darkened. Damn, did you hear that wreck? Truck full of bottles, I don't know, beer bottles, whiskey, lost a tire or something, spilled booze and glass all over the interstate. What a mess. I hope they don't come here looking for anything. We blew a damn fuse and it's all shut off. Did I hear a dog? What's your dog's name? His name is Homer. Oh, these are my choices. Name the dog Homer, Blue, or just some dog. I like the name Blue. Blue's a good name for an old pup with a hat. Her name is Blue. Blue sounds like a sweet old hound. I used to know a dog just like that. Hey, here's some jerky for Blue. I made it myself. Didn't turn out too well, but I bet a dog will eat it. Getting late, right? I can feel the sun on my neck. Bet it's just a few feet off the horizon. I've got a delivery to make on dogwood, but I'd rather watch the sunset. Yeah, it's the truth. You gotta stop and breathe in that road. But while you're out driving, you let your eyes wander up the tree line and you just... Well, I bet you're more of a poet than old Joseph. How long you been working here? I've been working here a number of years. It's pretty okay, you know. I have an advanced degree in a few publications. It's pretty okay here. Listen, you and Blue wouldn't driving up and down 65 all night. Dogwood drives on the other side of... Well, to get there, you've got to take the zero. The zero, oh, the text is weird there, is a tough route to find, but you can use my computer to look up directions. You have to head down into the basement and reset the circuit breaker first. I'll be happy to have those whining lights back up anyway. It's too damn quiet out here. Basement door is back there in the office. Appreciate your help, friend. Oh, and here, take this lamp. It gets dark. Okay, got a lamp now. I can turn the lamp on and off. Hey, old pup. I can't pet the dog. What kind of game is this? You can't pet the darn dog. Oh, let's see if Joseph has anything else to say. Just head back into the office. You can't miss the stairs. The breaker box will be somewhere on the right side of the room down there. Alright, I'll do it now. Many thanks. Okay, let's, head on back and into the basement, I suppose. Oh. That's some funky basement going on there. No, go that way. Let's see what that sign says. A dusty, rusty sign is bolted onto the wall. These are the rules. No open flames near the gasoline. No consumption of beer or spirits on the premises. In case of sudden darkness, do not panic. Relax. Count backward from 5. Strictly limit time spent in the basement to fewer than 3 minutes of every hour. Oh. Okay. That's not very, can I go further that way? I cannot. Okay. 3 minutes of every hour, huh? Basement people? Oh, hello. Emily, Ben, and Bob sit in folding chairs behind a worn card table. Papers, oddly shaped dice, and highway maps cover the tabletop. Oh, they're playing Dungeons and Dragons or something? Oddly shaped dice? Emily, Ben, and Bob. Conway clears his throat. Oh, sorry, didn't know anyone was down here. Did you hear something? No, sorry, I was looking at the rules again. It gets easier as you go. Look, you said you rolled a 5, right? That means you get to pick up your marker and move it anywhere on the map. So it's your turn now, right? Oh, yeah, I guess so. Where'd you put that 20-sided die? I don't see it. Did you drop it? Should be easy enough to find. It glows in the dark. Glows in the dark, huh? I can't go any further than that. There's no computer down here. Just need to get by you for a minute. I think it rolled off to the left there, but I don't see it. Well, I'm not going looking for it. It's too dark down there. Why don't you go down and get it, and I'll just study the rules here. Oh, okay. Down off to the left, huh? Glows in the dark. If it glows in the dark, then why don't we turn out the lights? There we go. Conway picks up the glowing 20-sided die and inspects it. The number 5 is facing up. It's just a small piece of plastic, but it has a reassuring, almost comforting weight. He places the object in his jacket pocket. Okay. Folding chairs are arranged on a worn card table. The chairs are empty and the surface of the table is bare. No, I'm gonna put it on the table for them. Conway places the 20-sided die on the table. It's not lighting up anymore. Okay, breaker. Let's turn that on, shall we? Oh, okay. The underground looks like a horse. Isn't that something? Stylized and everything. Sure, let's... No, I want to go up. I want to go up, please. Thank you. There we go. Perfect. Ah, everything's all lit up now. Nice. There it is. Just listen to those lights whine. Yep. There were some people down in your basement playing some kind of game and they're gone now. In the basement? No, I don't think so. Maybe that lamplight was playing tricks on you, huh? Oh, it's gonna be one of these games. Well, strange things happen underground, especially in the dark. So, computer's in the office. You're looking for Marquez. Marquez? She knows her way around these roads. She'll get you to the 0. The password is, damn. I usually just feel it out. Muscle memory, you know? It's kind of long, kind of like a short poem, I think. One of those short poems that really sums it all up. You'll figure it out. Oh, thanks, I guess? Blue, you just keep on cruising. Oh, no. Look at the computer, please. Thank you. Conway taps the key, waking the computer from its reverie. User. Typing. Conway. Joseph. Password. Stars drop away. It's late. The lights whine. Password accepted. Oh, okay. How's it going in there? Figuring it all out? Sure you are. Messages. Address book. Games. Exit. Oh, let's see what the games. Games is not real. Oh, okay. Messages. Message 1 is from Donald at hotmic.mail. Message 2 is from accounts at consolidated.mail. Sure, let's just go ahead and snoop through this person's entire inventory. From Donald at hotmic.mail. Fragments dim of lovely forms. Joseph, I know it's been a while and you're still sore, but there's a whole world in here and we need your help to unmask it. Yes, the caves are cold and damp, and we are old and lame. Never mind, I can't even remember why I started writing this. I miss those days in the lab with you, our dear Lula. Maybe you found your own Xanadu. Well, so have I. End of message. Alright, let's take a look at message 2. From accounts at consolidated.mail. Account standing urgent. Dear Echo Soils, this is an urgent automated message that your account is overdue by more than 14 days. In response, we have switched you to our low reliability Dirty Power Plus plan. Consider making a payment immediately to obviate the need for us to switch you to Sustain Brownout Select. Sincerely, your friends of the Consolidated Power Company. End of message. Alright. I can go speed this up a little. Exit messages. Let's take a look at the address book. We're looking for Marquez, he said. 100 Macondo Lane, head northeast on 65 and turn left as soon as you see that ugly tree that's always on fire. Look for the barn at the base of the mountain there, can't miss it. Turn left as soon as you see that ugly tree. Okay. Got it! Out there in Macondo somewhere, right? Yeah, that's it. Hey, look, while you're down there, I loaded that old TV of mine into your truck. I borrowed that thing from Reaver Marquez about a number of years ago. Now that the power's all weird over here, I can't pick up anything but static and public access anyway. She was always more of a reader, but maybe she wanted back at home. It's a nice TV. Alright. Maybe I should have tried to figure out the 0. Can I go back out in the back again? I'm just curious if there's anything more down there. No, looks pretty normal to me. Got some music and other stuff going on, but okay. He left his car idling this entire time? With the price of gas these days, are you kidding? Alright, well, let's head on out. Sun's gone down. You and Blue better get on that road if you're gonna make your delivery. Well, thanks for your help, friend. Hey, Blue. Conway scratches behind Blue's right ear. Take it easy, Blue. How's it going, Blue? What do you think of this place? Seems like they're really on the rocks. How about a treat? Here's some jerky from the gas station. Yeah. It's a bit, reminds me a bit of your old man, Ira. Do you miss that man? That guy? What an interesting pup. Alright, let's head into the truck and try and make our way to where we're gonna go. Come on, Blue. It's time to go. Conway has nowhere to go. It's time to go. Time to make our way. Oh, no. Oh, there's a museum? Okay. Sign in front of the building just reads museum. The lights are off, but the front door is open. And Conway steps to the museum doors. If you sit inside the museum doors, the ambient sound of the highway drops away sharply. The room is cold, dark, and still. A book lies open in the table in the center of the room. An open hallway extends to the left. Large glass doors bar the path ahead. Look at the book. There's no title on the book's spine or cover. 3-word phrase is written in pencil on the first page. Is smudged. A 3-word phrase written on the pencil's first page is smudged and it is indecipherable. The first page, someone has left an ink drawing of a horse. Several dozen blank pages later, at the end of the book, is an elaborate ink drawing of a one-legged man working an antique adding machine surrounded by whiskey bottles. Walk down the hallway to the left. Conway steps echo against the marble floor and arched ceilings. Plexiglass boxes line the walls. The hallway dead ends on a darkened display case. The display case is several yards wide, but just a few feet off the ground. It's unlit, and back in this corner of the darkened museum, very little moonlight creeps in. A gold-plated plaque on the surface of the case is a bit easier to read. It recounts a short history of fowl hunting in the region, and then speculates abruptly about the nature of addiction. Okay. The first box, just a few feet into the hall, contains an assortment of bird wings. Some are missing feathers. One large, brightly colored wing almost glows in the moonlight. Its feathers are intact, but a piece of bone pokes awkwardly from the tip. Okay. The glass doors won't budge. To apply more force would likely break them. Nah, we're not going to do that. Let's leave the museum. Onward we go. Alright, so... I think I got myself lost. Where's my... Field notes, directions. Head northeast on 65 and turn left as soon as you see that ugly tree that's always on fire. Okay. Oh, wait, no, that's it. The burning tree. A tall black oak burns on a hill above the road. Okay. Here's the farmhouse. That's, burning trees. Act 1, Scene 2. Enter, stage right. A large truck. At the Marquez farmhouse. I don't know how to read that A with the accent mark, unfortunately, correctly. Hey, a blue... Pretty dark out here, huh? I can borrow you a treat up there. Let's, A street lamp lights the base of a dusty path leading up the hill. Oh, Blue's following me. Hey, how's it going, Witch Boy Kit? Welcome in, everybody, from Queen's stream. Thank you so much for the raid, Queen. How's it going? Happy Sunday to you all. Were you able to save the Fox Pups, Queen? Kentucky Route Zero. Yeah, this is not my first time playing it, but it's been such a long time since I last played the game that I've essentially forgotten the plot entirely. So we're just kind of exploring it the first time through. And thank you so much for the follow as well, Would You Boy Kid. Oh gosh, we're going uphill into the unknown of the somewhat surreal nature of this game. A graveyard. A family graveyard is set off to the side of the house. Headstones are inscribed with the surnames of the unfortunate. Nowakowski, Padilla, Marquez. Okay, is she dead already? I'm supposed to be... Okay, sure. Played the first time early this year. Very good game indeed. Yeah, I remember it being a really cool game, the bit that I did play. But when I first got it, the whole game wasn't out yet. They were still working on the last 2 chapters of it, so I put it aside until they finished. And now that they finished, and it's been such a long time since I last played it, we're exploring it anew. And we're gonna see what happens when we go into this house. Light switch? Oh, hello. I was just thinking what a lovely house we have. Do you like it? Have you been here before? Did you happen to see an owl? What? Lovely house we have? Okay, sure, it's a nice house. I know. I like the large beams that run across the ceilings. I like to sit in the house and think of the hills and bluffs surrounding us like a cradle. Queen, I'm not sure what this is about yet. All I know is I'm a dude named Conway who needed to make a delivery somewhere. And it's on a road that I was trying to get instructions to get to, and there was a gas station, and when I went to the gas station, somebody said something about taking the 0 to get there, and the 0 was in, like, freaky lettering. And then when I went to the basement of the gas station, there were some people playing a board game, and when I went to go find the die that they dropped and returned, they had disappeared, and then the dude at the front of the gas station said they didn't exist. So there's something slightly surreal or haunting going on. It's not like horror, but there's definitely something a little off here, and I'm not quite sure what to make of it yet. So we're kind of exploring and finding out as we go, and seeing where the story takes us. There used to be another house here, but we had it destroyed and we built this one. It was very expensive and we got quite underwater. What do you do for work? Is it too difficult or do you like it very much? I was once a mathematician. Are you looking for something in particular here? I drive delivery I believe it's hard times for a small antique shop. It's hard times everywhere, even out here on our little farm. My parents stopped paying the bank a while back. I shouldn't even be here, but I just stayed. I have some notebooks. I'm only a little bored. I might prefer to watch TV occasionally. That's a lot of notebooks. Actually, I have a TV here that I think belongs to you. Will you please set it up? Then I can explain to you how to get where you're going. The 0. I know. See the font's kind of funky there? Okay, let's set up the TV. Sure. Oh, we're tripping. Okay. That's not how it's supposed to look. You made a mistake setting it up. Is it a foreign object to you? Which of your parents was it who couldn't allow you to watch television? My ma, she heard ghosts in the static. My dad thought it was radioactive. I know how to set up a TV. Dad thought it was radioactive. I know about that. He was ill, wasn't he? Mentally, I mean. Kind of cautious, timid? No, things just had to be a certain way. You have it all backwards. I'm not surprised, are you? Have you been paying attention? I don't think you have. It's time to start paying attention now, Conway. Look closely at the television. Okay. We have looked very closely at the television. There's nothing here for me to interact. Oh, whoa. What's going on? Everything's getting very bright. Slowly. Well, I'm continuing to look closely at the television. And is that fog? Seems like fog or something. Oh, okay. I'm not sure how much longer I'm supposed to look closely at the television. Hey! Hey, wake up. You spaced out for a minute there. What do you keep out in that barn? Used to be tools and feed, then books. Now I think it's mostly spiders. That TV is picking up the wrong signal. My cousin Shannon would know more about it. She fixes TVs for a living. Well, she used to. I think the new models are giving her some trouble. Your cousin? That's my father's brother's daughter. Shannon. We're about the same age. Well, we used to be. She's older now. She has a workshop up north a ways by the lake. Right where Peonia and Wax Road meet. It's a big bait and tackle shop, and she fixes TVs in the back. Do you like fishing? Honestly, I'm not convinced you should bother with the 0. I'd much rather you find my cousin and fix my TV. But I'll get you headed the right way. So, It's pretty easy. Get back on 65 heading north, then take the first right after the artificial limb factory. From there, your arrival at the Zero is basically inevitable. Nice to know you, Conway. Keep your eyes open, especially in the dark. Okay. Do you want me to fix your TV or not, lady? Because I'll fix your TV. Oh. Are you not there anymore? Are you suddenly gone and this was all just a fever dream where nothing was real and now I'm trying to figure out what the heck's going on? And the TV went out. And there's nobody here. And the car's gone. Okay, so whoever it was just up and left. Sure, yeah, okay. Stove. A disused wood-burning stove is set up in one ash-dusted corner of the room. It's cold to the touch. Okay. Oh, yeah. Ghosties, ooh, yeah. Wait, the car, yeah. I tend to get a lot of details in games like... Oh, sink, there's a sink. Let's take a look at the sink. I tend to catch subtle details. An abandoned spiderweb stretches across the bottom of a saucepan. A skillet is seasoned with dust. Seasoned with dust. That's a very specific word choice there. Alright, yeah, let's head outside, I guess. We're just gonna leave the lights on? Oh, okay, sure. Anything over here? Oh, there's an owl. I don't want to just auto to the truck. I'd rather walk there. Also, yeah, the Marquez name was in the graveyard, so that... Yeah, Padilla Marquez, right? Alright, we do have to manual to the truck. We can't walk back. The path is gone or something, so let's just to truck. Oh, there we go. I do like the design and how things zoom in and out. And suddenly there's music. Oh, hello. Hey, Blue. I just met the strangest lady. She seemed pretty nice. Wonder where her folks are from. Is that the trio from the gas station? Alright, well, let's hop in the truck. Conway moves on. Okay. So now my directions say... Whoops. Shannon's workshop, up north a ways by the lake. Right where Peony and Wax. It's a big bait and tackle shop. And she fixes TVs in the back. Alright. Cool. Oh, wait, what was that? Dragonflies. Flies. Oh. The truck jerked towards the shoulder, nearly run off the road by a swarm of dragonflies. Their wings beat briefly in the headlights, then disappear into the night. Happy Valley Road. Oh, hello. Barren River RECC. The exterior of the Barren River Rural Electrical Cooperative Corporation is a dingy beige sprinkled with fading graffiti. The front door hangs open from a broken hinge. The windows are dark. Let's look in a window. The windows are too dirty to see anything inside but a few dim shapes. Furniture, maybe, or livestock. Let's walk inside. The room feels empty with no furniture other than a built-in front desk, host to a disconnected telephone and a few empty beer cans. Meandering lines of color have been spray-painted along the walls. Behind the desk, a hallway leads into darkness. Well, Conway lifts the telephone receiver to his ear. There's no dial tone. The phone is disconnected. Listen closer. Conway closes his eyes. With his phone plus to his ear, Conway can hear a thin, quiet roar, like the ocean or the highway. The hallway passes several smaller office doors. It quickly disappears into darkness. Something is glowing in the distance, barely. Try an office door, too. One of the office doors is still locked. Another has been broken open, the door handle bent awkwardly inwards embedded in the wood, but it's jammed against a filing cabinet. On closer inspection through the crack in the door, the whole room is filled with filing cabinets and other disused furniture. The hallway passes several... Yes. Walk to the dark end of the hall. The door at the far end of the hallway is tightly closed, but a warm glow bleeds from its edges. Open the door. The handle is loose and the door swings open easily. The hallway fills with warmth, light, and the smell of smoke and coffee. About a dozen men and women sit around a campfire in the middle of a large room. Cubicle walls have been cut into pieces, some leaning up against the walls and some arranged as stacks of firewood. One of the women waves to Conway and offers him an empty chair. It's missing wheels, but it's comfortable and easily adjustable to his height. Someone takes a pot hung above the fire and pours some coffee into a styrofoam cup. Conway accepts it, and they all return to watching the fire. Okay. Fun. No, can't go off the road. Old Bowling Green Road. Otts, Hydro, Smith's Grove, Scottsdale, Porter Pike. I like exploring and find... Ooh, a diner. Let's get some lunch. Dinner. The diner doesn't appear to have a name. A vinyl banner slung above the door simply reads, 24 hours. It has only one window behind which the blinds are tightly closed. Try the door. The door swings open easily. A bell rings nearby. The interior of the diner is pitch black. Let's wait a moment to adjust to the darkness. A bit of errant light from nearby highway creeps in through the open door, and gradually Conway is able to make out a few figures inside. Two old men in trucker hats sit in a corner booth with a checkers board set on the table between them. A young woman standing behind the counter in an apron must be a waitress. The cook stares blankly from the kitchen. The door slams shut, and the room is dark again. Sure, let's sit down at the counter. He hits his knee on something hard and metallic, winces quietly, and then carefully finds his way to a stool. He places his hand on the counter. Another hand, a young woman's, rests itself on his. She guides his fingers to a laminated menu. Conway closes his eyes, opens them, maybe closes them again. Impossible to differentiate. Let's have some waffles. I love waffles. Waffles are a safe bet, even at some darkened hole in the wall. Conway squints hopelessly at the menu, searching for the dark for some legible text. He feels a warm hand against his cheek and freezes. Her fingers run across the stubble of his chin. He feels like apologizing. She leans forward, and so does he. The implications. And the diner is gone, to never be returned to again. Route 65. So, you know, I was actually just vacationing in Tennessee over the past couple of weeks, and we actually drove Route 65. Interstate 65, I should say. Is it route or interstate? I think it was interstate. Up into Kentucky. We actually took this road. Beep beep. And we went to Mammoth Cave National Park, which is the largest cave system in the entire world at over 400 miles of caves and caverns. Come on, stop. Just right there. There we go. Oh, no. Oh, I can click to move. Okay. Buffalo Creek RECC. The office of the Buffalo Creek Rural Electric Cooperative Corporation is almost invisible from the road, its parking lot overgrown with weeds and its facade sheltered by ivy. Conway looks in through a window. A sinewy shadow obstructs the view through the window. Really want to visit Mammoth Cave. It was an experience. It was really cool. I took a lot of photos. We did a brief tour inside through some really kind of narrow and harrowing passages. It was kind of a trip, but it was a lot of fun. Next time, if we go again, and we're likely to, since we have family friends in Tennessee that we're likely to revisit, I would probably do a tour that was more of like minerals and stuff. We did a historical tour and learning about the history of the cave and how it was discovered, and then it was used for saltpeter to make munitions during World War I, and then had various uses throughout the years. And then they went farther back in history, how it was used by Native Americans and other peoples before then, and there's a lot of artifacts that they found throughout the caves. Let's enter the front door. The front door is loosely covered in dirt. Parts of the carpet have rotted with exposure to rain. Wild mushrooms grow in some corners of the room. The wall behind the front desk has been mostly rotted away. It looks fragile. Push through the back wall. Conway finds himself in what had once have been a conference room. The floor has fallen away in places and filled with a dark green mire. The walls of the conference room are decayed and damaged. Let's keep pushing through walls. The drywall dissolves as Conway pushes through it, falling in damp clumps in the marsh. He breaks through into a long hallway. The glow of a bioluminescent fungus casts a faint blush on the walls. Conway has the feeling he has interrupted something. After a moment of silence, the frog chorus resumes. Ah, froggies. Oh, we're in backcountry roads now. Church. Okay. A singing chorus echoes from within the church. The building is 1 story tall with a pitched roof, and 3-story spire rising from the front. The top section of the spire is made from stained glass. An interior light illuminates the pines in red, green, and blue. A large LED display glows in the parking lot. Light of the Last Great Awakening Baptist Church. Now just listen. The muffled chorus drones at a steady volume, repeating the same 2 verses without rest. Let's walk on in. The front doors of the church are modest and worn. They are locked. Go to the rear of the building. A ramp leads up from a few dusty metal trash cans to the church's back door. Always dig through the trash cans. You never know what you might find. One has a bit of something leafy and rotten stuck to the bottom of it. Another's full of unlabeled videotapes. Videotapes? Okay. Enter the church's back door. Finds himself in a kitchen lit by a buzzing fluorescent ceiling fixture. On the counter is a plate of moldy bread and an empty Dixie cup flecked red around its waxy rim. A set of swinging plastic doors in the far wall lead out of the kitchen. Pushes through and walks through. Vacant pews sprawl unevenly into the church. A small raised stage lies to Conway's right, except for a tape recorder. The tape recorder's power cord runs to an outlet near Conway's feet. Nah, let's leave it. I'm gonna leave the church alone. We don't want to unplug their music. Nolan Dam Road. Cub Run Road. There's all kinds of funky names like this and what have you. Oh, guitar player. Okay. A young man in a grain-stained clothes sits by the side of the road. He's playing a worn guitar. To his left is a blue mug, and to his right, a weathered duck. Conway stands and listens. The young man strums absently on the guitar, hums tunelessly, and occasionally mumbles a word. Put $1 in the cup. The young man stops playing, pulls the wet dollar bill out of his whiskey, and hands it back to Conway. Oh, yeah, that's classic. You don't need to put your money in my whiskey, friend. Thank you. Oh, hello. Factory. Creek runs alongside the highway and then turns towards a dirty brick building. A grinding drone from within the building is faintly audible from the interstate. Floodlights on the lawn illuminate smokestacks. At the edge of the building's parking lot, a large sign, partly obscured by trees, reads, Artificial Limb Factory. Okay, there's our limb factory. Oops. Okay, right where Peony and Wax, up north a ways by the lake. Okay, we're not taking the route right now. Peonia by the lake. No, it was Peonia and what? Oops. Right by the lake. Right, Peonia and Wax Road meet. Okay. Priceville. Wheeler Mill. Wax Road, here we go. This must be Peonia and Wax here. Here we go. I guess that's a lake. It's more of like a river, but Conway pulls into the bait shop parking lot. Vaulted above the road in a thin steel bar, handwritten side reads, Live bait, minnows small and also large for stripers, night crawlers, chips, and beer. A green flyer hangs loosely from a bit of masking tape at eye level. To the shop's right, a dirt parking lot sprawls unevenly into grass and then eventually trees. The bait shop is open. Let's read the flyer. Computer printed type in a bold font surrounds a clip art illustration of a TV set. The TV has eyes, arms, and legs. Its shoulders are slouched. On the screen is a cartoon expression of exhausted nausea. A hot water bottle rests against its wire antenna. TV repair, no model too old. Inquire within. We do not sell digital converter boxes. Oh my goodness, digital converter boxes. Let's head into the bait shop. Narrow aisles crowded with lures, reels, and rods and snacks divide the shop lengthwise from the entrance to the cashier's counter. The left wall is lined with churning tanks of water. 3 metal tanks aren't labeled and the water is too agitated to get a clear view of what's inside each one. The contents of the first tank are vaguely gray, the second is a muddy pink, the third is clear, but shiny silver flecks occasionally flash along the surface. Let's not put our hands into tanks we shouldn't be putting our hands into. Approach the counter. A wiry cashier stands behind the register, preoccupied with a Sudoku puzzle. Ask about Shannon Marquez's workshop. A handwritten sign on the door behind the counter reads, TV repairs by appointment, please consult with cashier. The cashier knocks a few times on the door and waits, occasionally glancing at his puzzle. After a few moments with no answer, he notices a smaller note written on the sign, reads it, and points it out to Conway. Let's read the note. Weaver, I got your message, have left for the old mine. Don't know if I will see you there or what. Ready either way. Okay, the old mine, huh? Ask about the basketball. Switches on the radio. Am sorts, but Conway can't be sure if it's meant to answer or drown out his questions. Alright. Let's put our hands in tanks, shall we? Pink tank. Conway's finger slipped through something fleshy but inert. The sensation is nauseating. As his elbow passes in the pinkest mass, he is about to sick from the smell and pulls away. Something roughly the size of his palm. Comes in contact with a scaly, uneven surface. As he runs his fingers up the bed, his sweat brushes his inches from the tip of the water's surface. Something bites at his forearm. He recoils. Yeah, let's just put our hands in all kinds of fishy tanks and see what happens, right? Seems like a great idea. Alright, we're gonna leave the third tank alone. I've learned my lesson. Alright. Let's drive away. So, gone to the mines, huh? She said past the thing to the right. On ramp? Oh, okay. Act 1, Scene 3. Interstage left. Elkhorn Valley. Oh, okay. Hey, Blue. Conway brushing some dirt off of Blue's hat. How's it going, Blue? Hey, you got something on your hat. Been digging in Lisette's flowers again? She just can't keep you out of there, can she? Okay. Entrance. We're just gonna go right into a mine. Middle of nowhere. Well, we need to find our TV repair person, so might as well. That was quick. Act 1, Scene 4. The Elkhorn Mine. Okay. Shannon speaks into the large brick cell phone held up to her ear. It's $200 for 2 weeks. Yeah, it kind of is an emergency. No, yeah, it kind of is an emergency. But can I trust him to not just change the locks? Okay, you're right. Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Love you. Oh, hey, hello. Oh, now I'm talking to the stranger with Blue. Excuse me, ma'am. I saw the light was on and I'm looking for the on-ramp to... Are you here to kick me off the property? Oh, no, no, no. I guess you don't belong here either, do you? Do you work for the power company? The power company? Oh, no, no. I once worked for an electrician for a few weeks, but I sort of drifted on before I really learned anything. I get it, you're a nomad. I get it, you're drunk. I get it, you're a nomad. Ha, well, I do drive a lot. Just me and the road mostly when the sun is out. Is that your job, driving? Here's what it is. I drive deliveries for a shop called Lisette's Antiques, and I'm out trying to finish the job. You don't trust him? Goodness. You're making a delivery to the mine? Oh, no. I have a delivery for 5 Dogwood Drive, and I can't remember ever seeing that address before. Now, I heard I need to take a highway called the Zero. So I met this young lady named of Weaver Marquez, and she sent me this way, and so here I am. Uncommon kind of place for an on-ramp, but that's what it's been like so far anyway with... What? Weaver Marquez, do you know her? So you saw her tonight. I know Weaver, she's my cousin. I'm Shannon Marquez. Oh, you're the one who fixes televisions. That's right. Did she tell you that too? Of course she did. Weaver doesn't lie. One time when we were younger, she told me my dad had been in a terrible car wreck. There was crushed metal everywhere, and we'd been hearing it echo through the house for years, she said. I was very upset, crying, and then my dad walked in the door just to come back from a trip to the junkyard collecting scrap metal to fashion into wind chimes. I was angry, but she said it wasn't a joke and it wasn't a lie. At the time, I thought she meant it was a riddle or a puzzle. But Weaver's not a puzzle. She's a mystery. So maybe the Zero is down here somewhere. Maybe it is. Well, I wouldn't mind the company. Got business down here myself. I talked to Weaver earlier this evening too, or anyway, she talked to me. It's hard to tell if she's listening sometimes. Weaver told me I had to come down here to the old Elkhorn mine. She said I'd find something I've been looking for. Where did you see Weaver? At my workshop. She just appeared. I hadn't seen her since a long time. It's not such a bad thing, you showing up now. All told, I'd rather not go down there alone. Your dog should stay up here, though. It's no place for a dog. This is an old mine. It runs pretty deep and tangled. If we're going to go down into it, find your on-ramp and whatever else. We've got to keep our bearings. I don't want to get turned around. I've got some gear here to measure conductivity, frequency response, stuff like that. Maybe we'll find a way to push a signal out ahead, do some analysis, and figure out what kind of topology we're up against. Topology. Okay. Topology. That's the science of continuous space, my friend. The way this twisty maze of passages fits together. Okay. And off she goes. Bye. Hey, old Blue. You're gonna have to stay there, Blue. No work tomorrow. Okay. I guess we're going into the mine. PA? Sure. That runs into the mine's PA system. Do you think it still works? The little Y on the front is off. Oh, there's no power. Yeah, okay. Even when this old mine was up and running, it was tricky to keep stuff powered. You know, the miners used to have to pay just to run the fans and the lights. Yeah, they got paid in these shitty plastic tokens, coal script, you know. And if you want to run the fans for a bit to clear the air up, well, you have to put a token in. My parents used to work here. So did Weaver's parents. I guess a lot of folks' parents worked here. Can we power it up? I bet we just have to free up some power for the PA system. Everything is rationed. Here, set up that lamp of yours and I'll go unplug these ceiling lights. Really? You're gonna flirt at this? Yeah, this is the best place to flirt. Let's automatically flirt with the person. Oh gosh. I heard the speakers back here crackle a bit. It's on now, right? Try saying something into the mouthpiece. Well, okay, I hear you. We need to measure the echo... Ooh, excuse me, we need to measure the echo delay time and figure out how deep the tunnels run. Just make some noises into the mouthpiece. Taps, runs a finger. Let's do some ASMR. Hums a deep tone. Oh goodness. Damn, that's a long delay. These tunnels run deep. I bet some of them have ruptured or joined with a cave system. Alright, I set up my spectrum analyzer, so just say something into the mouthpiece and we get a sense for how narrow the mine tunnels are. Don't be shy. Just anything that comes into your head. Tell me a story about something, or what did you have for breakfast today? I had breakfast with Lizette. She made biscuits. We talked about the day's work. And we just sat there for a bit. Got it. Looks like the tunnels are pretty cramped. Yeah, low ceilings. Hope you're ready to stoop a bit. Yeah, you're probably used to it. One more test. We just need to know if the air is breathable or if it's too thin or too dense. Just sit real close to the mouthpiece and breathe. I'll measure the resonance of your breath with the air in the tunnels. Just try to relax. Try to breathe naturally. Okay, that's kind of freaky. Conway breathes and relaxes as a peal of feedback and loose rock engulfs him. Oh dear. That was not what I intended to do at all. Welp. Act 1, Scene 5. The Elkhorn Mine. Jesus, are you alright? What the hell? I'm okay. I've got you. You're alright. Shit, your leg is pinned. I'm going to pull you out. We have to get you out of here. There you go. Okay, are you hurt? Can you put any weight on that leg? It's all messed up. Here, let's get you onto the tram. There you go. Now let's see if this thing has power. Oh, okay. There's some luck, right? We should be able to ride this tram right out of one of the auxiliary exits. If there are any. I think there are. What about Weaver? We'll just find the exit and then figure out what to do from there. That's our first priority. So the controls are over on your side. Let's get moving. Oh, okay. Lights out. Oh, nice. That's freaky. Reminds me of Silent Hill. Oh, I like that. Let's stick with that for a while. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was a person. There was distinctly a person shape there. Oh, it was just a... Why is there a turntable? Oh, okay. Oh, here we are. This may be hard to believe. It's hard for me to believe myself. But this whole branch was underwater last I heard. Is it safe? I guess so. Looks like they finally drained it. Or maybe it just drained off on its own. That's not very, safe. Hey, Pixelated Soul, how's it going? Nice to see you here. For once you're dropping into my stream instead of me raiding yours. How's your evening going? It's finally okay. The water came in pretty fast and a lot of folks got trapped in the tunnels. I only heard parts of how it went from there. Sanitized for the bereaved. You know how these big companies are. But there was gossip too. The trap miners couldn't get the pumps going because the water was power was rationed. So they shut all the lights off, but even then it wasn't enough. So I guess it was dark when they... You lost some people down here, didn't you? We all lost people down here. Well, not all of us, but most of us. Doesn't matter now. Look, this old turntable is still wired up. The controls are dead, but I can use my signal generator to switch tracks. The water hasn't damaged it too much. Or we can just keep heading down this tunnel. Let's see. All this junk hanging up around the turntable is from the company's store. Just junk, you know? The miners would buy it and use it to decorate the place, or as landmarks, I guess. Hard to know which way is down here. It's all so dim and gray. Shannon connects 2 clip leads to the signal generator. to turntable's electrical power. We're on the track between the animal bones and the rowboat, so... Animal bones and the rowboat. Let's try the pendulum and the casket. Oh, that's funky. Alright, let's head this way. Lights out. I'm doing well. Just got back from a vacation in Tennessee, and we're starting off a playthrough of Kentucky Route Zero for the first time. There's a stage. Damn, it's almost totally intact. I thought it would have been destroyed. What is this place? It's a recording studio, basically, kind of thrown together, but... When this mine was active, a couple of folk music archivists spent time here recording miner songs. Really academic ivory tower types. None of the miners really talked to them much, so they stayed at the margins, observed, took notes, and then sometimes they'd get someone on a lunch break to sing into their microphone. Then I guess the power company got some kind of interest in the project and gave the archivists some cold script tokens to pay the miners with for their songs. What do you think the archivists are ever? Data, I guess, comparing intonation, subject matter, diction. You know, all those little details that no one really thinks about when they listen to music. Yeah, academics are great at that stuff. Let's get out of here. Okay, I guess we're not doing anything there. I bought this game when it was only Chapter 1. I never got around to playing it when the whole game finally released. Yeah, same. I played the first couple of chapters, but it was years ago, and so I don't really remember much about the game. And so now I'm giving it a full playthrough from start to finish, and we just started this evening. And I'm doing a lot of talking, so pardon me while I hydrate a little bit. Oh, tape player. A dusty reel-to-reel tape player is stashed beneath the track, loaded with tape but starved for power. Oh, okay. Okay, that's funky. That's really funky. Okay, we're done. Oh, I didn't know those were still down here. What was that? Look, there's a tape player down there, one of those old reel-to-reel setups. They'd record up on that scaffolding we saw, and then I guess they'd sequester themselves down here to listen to the recorded songs. What happened to the archivists? They got out. When the flood came, they left. Oh, well. Oh, that's the end of the road. Okay. I was like, why can't I go further right? It's because you can't go any further right. That's the end of the road. Okay, I guess we're back at the turntable. Let's see how the tables... Whoa, stop, stop, stop. Thank you. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're on the track between the pendulum and casket, so we started at animal bone, or bat feeder and scarecrow, I think. So let's go back there real quick. And let's just see what forward takes us, and then we'll do the last track and see where that takes us. Oh, that went farther than I intended it to. on a sec. Zap. I guess the animal bones in the rowboat? I'm not very good at this, obviously. Okay, no, that looks correct. Alright, cool. Let's go right. Let's see where it takes us. Sparking along. Oh, yep, see? You can see people in the darkness. That's freaky. I don't like it. Oh, they're sneaking up behind me now. Oh, they're all sneaking up behind me. That's the exit. Alright, so we know the way out, but I don't want to leave yet. So I want to see what else there is to see on those other two paths. Let's just go back into the, you know, the flooded mine with all the ghost people that are very happy to see us, I'm sure. Turntable time. So the one I want to go to between is the one I actually was between, which was the bat feeder and the scarecrow. So, away we turn. Okay. Left first. Gotta go lights out. Okay, there's a dead end here. Do you hear that? Kind of a muffled rumbling. Maybe we're near the surface? Yeah, sounds kind of like a highway. I wonder why they stopped digging so abruptly here. Maybe they hit a pipe or something. Maybe it's the Route Zero. Buried underneath this whole mountain. Wait, is it getting brighter on the left over there? Oh no, that's just a reflection on my monitor. Never mind. Oh no, it is. It is a little bright. Yep, more people walking around doing their thing. I would never, ever want to do this. A broken track, okay. The tracks are all messed up here. This tram isn't going any farther. I wonder what's down that tunnel. Well, there's no way for us to find out, is there? In the darkness, we are sitting and hoping something doesn't come to eat us. Alright. Well, we've explored all the routes, so let's go ahead and hop onto the one we started on, which was the pendulum, no, the animal bones in the rowboat. Okay. Okay, and then let's get out of here. Nobody's following us anymore, we're all alone this time. There's the exit. Thank God, okay. No, we've seen everything we can see. Yeah, okay. That tunnel where the tracks are broken, I'd like to take a look down there. You want to go back to where the tracks were broken? Do whatever you need. I'll just wait for you here. Thanks. I'll be right back. Wait, you're gonna just walk that now? Birdcage? Oh, yeah. A paper tag hangs from the birdcage by a string. Canary, 25 tokens. Oh, cute. Canary sold at the company store. They also sell respirators. No bones in the cage. The bird must have been set free, or maybe the cage was cleaned. There are cardinals at the Louisville, and other birds, ostriches, eagles, emus. No canaries. Too common? Too small, maybe, but they have starlings. Starlings aren't much bigger than canaries. That is true. Okay. Is there... Now we're gonna look at more stuff. A pile of tape reels is jammed into the top of the tram. They must have been thrown on in a rush. The reels are unlabeled. The tape is decayed. Lysette and Ira's son Charlie talked about a piece of music he liked made with old decaying tapes. What was it called? Something about... Charlie had the most bizarre taste in music. Weird, noisy computer music. Where do you even hear that stuff? Louisville, probably. Or college. Noisy computer music. We got the doof-doof going on. He was a smart kid. Damn pity. Oh, okay. Notebooks. The notebook at the top of this dusty stack is labeled in black marker. The label is dusty and smudged, but it looks like it might say horses. Houses, maybe? Or verses, even? Crude and hurried handwriting, too. Lisette has immaculate handwriting, pristine and measured cursive. Never a stray mark. For the last several months, she filled out the receipts for each order, since that young couple complained about the handwriting on the order slip. It's carbon paper anyway, it's bound to wear away over time. If they're so precise about their records, they should put it on the computer anyway. Okay, she's been a while. Can we just, I don't want to exit. We're suddenly like, we're done, we're leaving, that's it? Okay, I guess we're leaving because it won't let me drive any further, and she just is gone. Plain old gone. Gotta watch yourself there, bud. Really banged your leg up. Hey, Blue. The cramped shack is lined with wooden shelves. Dusty stacks of tape reels and notebooks crowd the room, but a bit of moonlight filters through a window near the ceiling. On a small desk in the middle of the room lay 3 notebooks. The red one is labeled J. Marquez, the green one is labeled R. Marquez, and the blue one is unlabeled. Conway opens the red notebook. Pages are covered in disorganized notes, a few written horizontally and others scrambled vertically into margins. A few pages are lined even more evenly and divided into charts correlating seasons, lyrics, harmonies, and coal halls. Opens the green notebook. Each page is delicately rendered charcoal drawing. There are portraits of rugged faces. Near the middle of the book, there are a few drawings of a young girl in a miner's helmet. She plays along the minecart tracks, collecting pieces of wire. In one drawing, another young girl sits nearby, intently studying a book. Conway opens the blue notebook. Notebook is full of Greek letters and cryptic mathematical formulas. Near the back of the book, what first looks like it might be... Oh yeah, this place. These notebooks are labeled Marquez. Your parents are the archivists? No. Weaver's parents are the archivists. My parents were miners. How's the leg? Walk on it, but it's slow. Well, I'll try not to get too far ahead of you. You don't mind my hitching a ride, do you? I kind of got a lift out of here. And wasn't sure if, when I'd be heading back. I kind of got a lift out here. I can drive. Yeah, maybe that's best. Don't worry, I've been driving since I was 9. I guess I should look for another route to Dogwood Drive. Yeah, alright. Well, maybe asking Weaver about the zero was the wrong place to start. Maybe we should just ask her for specific directions. Her answers are complicated enough without the layer of indirection at the question. I saw Weaver at my workshop. That's up north by Lake Nolan, right at Wax and Peony on the back of a bait shop. Pretty glamorous, right? These are the times we live in. She's either up there or back at the farmhouse. Whichever you want to head to first, just let me know. I gotta say hi to Blue. What are you... Oh, it's only... okay. Come on, Blue. Let's go get in the truck. That's Antiques. I guess this is your truck? This is my truck. Blue, this is Shannon. Nice to meet you, Blue. I've got some dried banana slices in my bag. Would you like one? Take care of your friend here, and there's more where that came from. Alright. Driving time. I don't think there's more to do here. We're gonna... oh, maybe there was, but we made a choice. I wasn't gonna try and meander all the way back into the mines. Alright, so we can go to the bait shop, or we can go to the house. So let's go to the bait shop first, just in case. No, come on. Ah! Okay, yeah, let's just click. That'll be easier. Bait shop. Conway and Shannon pull into the bait shop parking lot. Handwritten side, we've seen this. The bait shop is closed. Enter the side door to Shannon's workshop. They work around the side of the building to the workshop. The walls are lined with cheap metal shelves, loaded precariously with vacuum tubes, awkwardly shaped metal casings, and coffee cans full of electronic components. Shannon leads Conway to the back of the room where a few TV sets in various states of disassembly are set up on a rough woven table. She flips the switch on the power strip where they're all plugged into, and the TV sets tremble to life. Ask Shannon about Weaver. Shannon points to a small security monitor on the table. The image on the screen is just black, but it seems to be fading slowly, almost imperceptibly, between different shades of black. Shannon tweaks a few knobs on the side of the monitor, but the picture doesn't change. Stare at the security monitor. The screen is a cavernous black. It hums and swells at the pace of a tide. Conway loses track of the workshop's walls. They could be inches away or miles. He is adrift on black water, traveling swiftly toward a rocky shore. There should be a lighthouse or a buoy by these rocks. It's too dangerous. Shannon switches off the power strip. Weaver is not here. Okay. Let's head on down to 65. We'll drive on down just in time. And there's the house. Come on. By the burning tree. Tall black oak burns. Here's the farmhouse. Alright. We have returned with the TV repair person who can fix the TV that we left at the farmhouse that will hopefully get us into Kentucky Route Zero. Maybe. Kinda sorta. Don't know yet. We'll find out. At the truck. Alright. It's gonna be slow going. No. Up the hill, please. There we go. Thank you. Blue, you come along, okay? I know you're an old pup, but you can make it. Oh, Blue's not coming along. Okay. Why does everyone leave their cars idling? It's like, just turn the car off. Save some gas, you know? What? Why did you stop? Oh, we suddenly switched characters. Oh. Okay. Getting a hand there. Thank you. So maybe the headstones weren't for the parents. They were for, or not for her, but for the parents. Parents of the cousins. There's nobody buried here, you know. It's decorative, I guess. Or it's art or something. I don't know. What are the names on the headstones? Nowakowski, Padilla. I don't know those names. Maybe the people who lived here before? I know when they bought this property, it already had a house and everything. Maybe they have some other symbolic meaning. Look at that, Marquez. I think that was the way that was for my parents. No, I don't know. Crushed my leg and left me to be. Let us head into the house and see what there is to see. Oh, suddenly we split up? Okay. I guess it's only one person at a time up these stairs. Seem to be handling the staircase pretty well, but whatever. It's just how it is. I was gonna say you left the lights on, so. So, this is where she was? Yeah, makes sense. This is where Weaver and her parents lived. They took out a bunch of loans, you know, and had this place built. Do you have any debts? I owe some people some apologies. Never really had any collateral. Well, you're lucky that's all you owe. My parents were like that, until the company store found a way to get to them. For my dad, it was tokens to run the fans and air purifiers, and for my mom, it was canaries. Two solutions to the same problem, but they sure sounded different. Weaver had debt too. A lot of it. All tuition. She said she was a mathematician or something? Yeah, she studied some esoteric stuff about something about using math to translate between Spanish and English. I think eventually Weaver put those math skills to work on all the red numbers in the family checkbook and got a clear sense of just how hopeless their situation was. So she left. I guess she just drove away in the middle of the night. They woke up in the morning and the car was gone. Never did come back. Until tonight. Someone else told me to come here and talk to her. Huh, okay. I guess we sure aren't the only ones she's been talking to. Oh, that's not something you see every day. That old TV right there, well, that is a damn antique for you. I had a model like that in the shop once, but I had to sell it off to make rent. Most painful decision I ever made. Say, do you mind if I open it up? Looks like the dials are all corroded, and the screen is leaking light a bit. Come on, I bet Lisette would never forgive you for letting a specimen like that fall into despair. Wait, how do you know who Lisette is? Oh, no, that's because it was on the... Right, we talked about the job and the truck. And how the job is connected to the truck. Okay, we're going to fix this TV. Here we are for interactive TV fixing things. Oh yeah, these tubes are all messed up. Looks like they've been in a swamp or cave or something. There's moss growing on this one. That's okay, I have a few spares in my bag here. Here, I pulled this one out of an old computer monitor. It just needs to be recalibrated a bit. Okay, that should be seeing something now. Are you seeing anything? A little bit to the left? Damn, okay. Here, I think the contacts are dirty. Now, don't go telling my customers I clean off old vacuum tubes with spit. There, just gotta turn it north-south and... What the heck? Hey! KY0. And suddenly we're driving through the surreal, finely tuned route. And onwards? Okay. The color was the sky on the port. Ah. The sky was the color of a television tuned to a dead channel. The sky above the port was the color of a television tuned to a dead channel. That's the end of Act 1. Oh, okay, cool. Now what happens? Limits and demonstrations. Okay, I guess there's an interlude or something? Sure. We'll just jam right into it and see what happens. Limits and demonstrations. Okay. Oh, I can move around. Ah, hello. It's a museum. Wall text, limits and demonstrations. A Lula Chamberlain retrospective. Marking the first major public showcase of her work in over 20 years. This retrospective exhibition of work by pioneering installation artist Lula Chamberlain comprises a diagonal slice through time, place, and form. The pieces on display here were individually debuted over a period of 35 years, designed in Chamberlain's various homes and studios between her beloved Mexico City and her native Elizabethtown. They represent a range of scale and impact from the intimate warmth of vertex texture fetch to the infamous visage, the latter of which requires a vertical clearance of over 30 feet. Yet these works share a confounding legacy. In each of their debut exhibitions, they were nearly impossible to install. Galleries and museums balked at the scale, power requirements, and highly skilled labor involved in maintaining these works for display. Some of their debuts collapsed under the weight of logistics, only to be successfully executed much later. It's time for me to pass out, but it was nice meeting you. Have a lovely voice. Oh, thank you so much. And thank you so much for listening in. And I totally appreciate the lurk and the vibe. And if you don't have an opportunity to catch the rest of this, all of these do go up onto YouTube a couple days after they are on the stream here, so you can watch the rest of the stream at that time. Thank you so much for joining in, Witchboy Kit, and for just hanging out. I greatly appreciate it. And so, just as they describe the outer limits of Chamberlain's range as an installation artist, the geographical edges and vertices of her itinerant home life, in the beginning and end of her distinguished career, the works on display here also trace the extremes of our capabilities and the frontiers of our patience as viewers and exhibitors. Great. Thank you very much, Witchboy. Are we capable of viewing these works as they were meant to be viewed? Do we even want to be? Oh gosh. That's kind of like... Oh, what? What's that noise? Why are people following me? There's a horsies. Okay. We're doing huge museum piece installations. What do we got? Can I look at this one first? No, I guess not. No, there we go. Okay. Title card, Basement Puzzle Number 2, Artist Sunset and Horse, 1976, Plaster and Wire. What do you think she means by puzzle? Yeah, weird. I guess it's something you can solve? They must be symbols, Artist Sunset Horse. Or is it an anagram, or like a code? Maybe it's just about a puzzle. Maybe it's a puzzle, but there's no right answer. That kind of sad. Hey, these are the 3 people who were in the basement of the gas station. Okay. And then we're presumably playing music later on. They're playing a board game. Oh, okay. This is an interactive art piece. Overdubbed Nam June Pike installation in the style of Edward Packer. 65, 73, and 80. Magnetic tape, handheld tape, playback head, speaker system, voice of the artist, computer synthesized speech. Oh, I read about this one. It's interactive. What is it about? It's an installation by a different artist made of audio tape, and then she took it and recorded over all the tape with her own sounds. You can listen by running this tape playback head around it. Let's try it out. I think you start in the middle. As Bob drags the playback head along the tape, a woman's voice issues unsteadily from the speakers. We start in the middle. Donald and Joseph are in the hallway. I am in an office. The walls are lined with filing cabinets. A few drawers hang open. The door is ajar. A massive computer looms in the corner. There are some punched cards on the floor. A synthetic voice recording, spliced awkwardly into the tape, lists out options in monotone. To examine cards, rotate 30 degrees and advance 7 inches. To leave room, rotate 17 degrees and advance 4 inches. To activate computer, rotate 200 degrees and advance 15 inches. As Bob moves the playback head to another strip of tape. Encoded in the holes punched through these cards is a first draft of the poetic subsystem. I can't read punch cards by sight. Donald can, I think. Anyway, this version was pretty underwhelming. To leave room, rotate... Activate computer. Bob moves the playback head to another strip of tape. So loud. I love it. I am now holding 2 punched cards. One of them, Joseph has scribbled a note, Caves. The other is blank. To insert Caves card, rotate 11 degrees and advance 2 inches. To insert blank card, rotate 95 degrees and advance 14 inches. We're on a dirt trail in the park, or, well, it's not really a trail. It's a trail! It's more like a tendency. There tend to be fewer plants here on the path we've been walking. Walking sounds. Now we're walking at the edge of a massive hole. The dirt gives way to mossy rock as the ground sinks into darkness. Joseph and Donald are following a rope down into the cave. They have computer equipment tied to their backs. So do I. To enter the cave, rotate 65 degrees left and advance 4 inches. That's the only choice? Yeah, that's the end of that one. So 65 degrees, 4 inches. That's the last trip. So everything's down here now. The final resting place. Hey, is this the archivists, maybe? I don't know. Don't be so morbid. To remember a fond gesture, rotate 180 degrees and advance 23 inches. To regret a harsh word, rotate 12 degrees and advance 6 inches. Remember or regret? Remember. It's morning now. I'm in the car. I'm driving to work. This is the last recording I'll make on this tape, and then I'll drop it in the mail tomorrow, and then who knows? I've been recording onto this tape for 15 years, I think. A lot of other things happened, so here's the story. When I met Donald and Joseph, they were both students and I was in a band performing on campus. They came to my show and then we met at some bar and had a few drinks together. Joseph wanted to impress me, so he stole a metal cocktail tumbler and gave it to me. We got kicked out, wandered drunkenly until morning, and finally ended up at a diner. And now I use the tumbler to store extra pens on my desk. So I'm almost out of tape. I guess I'll just let it run out while I drive. No instructions? Nope, that's the end of this tape strip. I don't think we ever reached this long one at the top here. Is it cheating to skip over there? I won't tell a soul. Distant. Think of our work, our research. You'll die in these damn cold caves, and what about those men? You know they'll come back. We'll go deeper, that's all. They'll never find us. Did you hear their voices? They'll find you, but not me. I'm going back to the surface. Stop! Your stupid fight is ringing the whole damn cave. Joseph is right. We can't stay here. I'm leaving too, but I'm not going back to the surface. I'm taking my station wagon and I'm heading down to the zero. You'll be lost forever. But we need your voice for the machine, Lula. It only recognizes your voice. I'll send you this tape when I'm done recording. I'll put it in the mail and then you can see what your damn machine does with it. Oh. Well, that was intense. What the heck? Visage, 1984, unknown media. What is that made of? It's a mystery. It looks like ribbon? Bandages? Oh, have you seen The Invisible Man? It's slice a visage to build a visage, a puzzle to its owner. What? It's a poem I read. I think it was written by a computer. I think it's lovely. You can see a face in the paper. Sort of. And a television. Okay. Vertex texture fetch. Tree television suspended cathode ray tube. Found materials. The picture on the TV. What is that? Is it a lighthouse? No, it's a weather vane or windmill something. Is it a lighthouse? Okay. That's kind of weird. Title card, spinning coins suspended correcting for angular motion, 1976. Feels so strangely alive. Yeah, it's about to fall over. You mean the whole thing's about to fall over? Yeah, kind of anxious, right? Feel like we started it and now there's this uncomfortable pause. Yeah, I feel really drawn to it, but it just makes me nervous. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm ready to go. No, I'm ready to move on. Yeah, I need to get to work anyway. Oop. Okay. And onward into Act 2? Sure, why not? With a bobby pin to lead the way. Letter. Attention, Lula Chamberlain. Your application. Thank you for your application to the Gaston Trust for Imagined Architecture's annual fellowship. Received a record number of applications this year. Over 100 in total, and regrettably we can award only one fellowship position per year. As you know, our review process includes a multi-phase blind committee analysis of portfolio submissions, as well as a careful review by a panel of subject matter experts on each applicant's notability and relevance in the field. We must be extremely selective in our process so as to maintain the standards we have established over our 35 years in operation. Our panel did not select your application. We encourage you to consider reapplying next year. Many young artists and architects reapply for a few successive years before being accepted. Sincerely, Dr. Carl Starr-Noden, Architect, Gaston Trust for the Imagined Architecture. Below the printed text is a hastily handwritten note. Sorry for the condescending form letter. Love your work. Unfortunately, I just do the mail here. Your something servant Robert. Lula folds the letter up and puts it in her handbag. Opens a folder in her desk labeled proposals. Lula sorts through the documents, all printed on fading letterhead, reading Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. Hospital. Auto dealership. Proposal number 2. Distillery. Graveyard. Proposal number 3. Basketball court. Kennel. Let's review proposal number 1. Hospital closed due to repeated sanitation violations. Auto dealership sanitation requirements comparatively lax. Small operating rooms could be repurposed into offices. Large cubicle-style administrative offices could be repurposed into showrooms. Yeah, sure. Distillery. Proposed use graveyard. Basketball court or kennel. We're going to turn a distillery into a graveyard? Distillery is still active, but scaling down operation to less than half of size. Distillery built on top of graveyard originally. Hybrid distillery graveyard could share resources. Chapel, once repurposed into bottling facility, could be repurposed into chapel. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We're just gonna rubber stamp everything as happy. Oh, I didn't get to look at number 3. Busy? How are you, Rick? I shouldn't complain, so... did you get my note? About the proposals? I've just finished them. Oh, great. Okay, I'll tell Diane. I think she was waiting on... I don't know. So, how did your application go? I was in the mailroom and I saw you got a letter back. Sorry, I don't mean to pry. I just saw. It's fine, Rick. I'm not going anywhere. How's your goldfish? My goldfish is fine, thank you for asking. That goldfish is very important to me. His name is Lewis. Lewis the goldfish is my best friend. He was hoping that you would, you know, go with me to the office. Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. Okay. Oh, hey! We're back with our group. Get a good rest in the truck. Sorry about all this walking. I'm sure it's hard on your creaky paws too. Didn't we just pass this place? I don't think the Zero operates like the roads we're used to. I don't understand it either. So what is this place? It's like an office building. Yeah, an office building in a cathedral. This is weird, but do you think we're inside or outside right now? Both. Ha, okay, very poetic. Well, maybe someone around here has a better sense of direction. I'm limping along. End of the line? Well, maybe it's still under construction. Well, work seems to have stopped for the moment. Alright. Old Blue. You do your thing. I can't walk down? Is that a fishing pole? There's TVs and stuff all over the place. Okay. Will it actually let me walk down? No, it won't. Okay. Maybe I can go this way. Oh, yeah, here we go. There's a little bell. Sure, why not? Ring the bell. Bing bong. Hello. Well, here you are. Better late than never, I guess. Just unload the whiskey over there by the elevator. I'll figure something out. We're actually a bit lost, ma'am. You're lost, so you're not the... Sorry, honest mistake. We're supposed to have a little celebration here at the office, but the whiskey never showed up. I saw your truck and thought... But you don't really look like one of the boys from the distillery anyway. What is this place? Well, it's clear you're new to this territory. I expect you just mean to be passing through. That's the idea. It always is. You're going to need to talk to someone upstairs about that. One of the map clerks, but first we got to get you in the system, so you need an appointment with one of the ingestion clerks. Now let's see. Rick is booked proofreading drafts all afternoon. Juan is on his site. Let me go make some calls and see if we have anyone free. There's some books over there in the waiting area, or just take a look around. Have you seen our grotesques? What? And suddenly there's stuff all over the place. Oh, this is actually... Yeah, it's a seaside. Seaside. What with all of the cleats for tying off boats. Okay, there she is upstairs. Got some books, huh? The books are piled on the table. A service manual for sewage pump, some architectural plans for bungalow, and a slim collection of Japanese death haiku. An envelope is protruding from the bottom of the stack. Yeah, let's pick up the envelope. The envelope, please. Bureau of Secret Tourism. It contains several small handwritten brochures with ritualistic directions to bizarre locations. Well, I'm glad I have ritualistic directions to bizarre locations, because that is exactly what I need right now. Marianne, you're just going to have to sit tight. I got to look at some weird televisions. Television is playing what looks like a nature documentary. A hermit crab scuttles across a beach. Its shell is an awkward shape. It must have once belonged to a different crab. Television is playing a cartoon about a bird. The cartoon bird collects pieces for its nest: a scarf, a plastic shopping bag, a bit of young girl's hair. The nest is warm but precariously fragile. You would think they would let me just stand around. The television is playing an instructional video on elevator design. It is crucial to maintain proper lighting in an elevator. In the absence of sight, passengers' sense of motion is greatly enhanced. The passenger should never feel as though they are physically ascending or descending. The elevator should create the illusion that the building is flat. This is the mark of a successful elevator design. Okay. Television is playing a closed-circuit security feed of a housing project. The feed switches mechanically between locations: a hallway, a disused plot of grass, a stairwell, a mailbox. television is playing a silent video of an empty theater. A microphone sits on the middle of the stage. The lights are slightly dimmed. The speakers hum impatiently. Still can't go downstairs, so not an option. Okay, Marianne. I'm done looking at TVs and deciphering their deep meaning. Oh, good. I thought you'd left. People can be so impatient, you never know. Well, I have you meeting with Lula Chamberlain. She's a senior clerk and doesn't usually handle the ingestion process, but she's the only one with room on her plate this evening. My schedule, she's on the 5th floor reviewing some diagrams. The elevator's just back to the left there. 5th floor. Okay, thank you. I'll just limp along on this leg that has been damaged by rocks falling, you know, don't mind me. Don't offer crutches or anything. In we go. I love the music. She's on the 5th floor, right? Bears? Oh gosh, which floor? Let's just make our way up the elevator to each floor and turn and see what happens. Hello, are you lost? We're looking for Lula Chamberlain. Oh, no, she's much too busy. Let's get some of our junior clerks to sort your paperwork first so we don't waste any Miss Chamberlain's time. It's a pretty straightforward process. First, you'll need to get a case and number assigned. Talk to Clerk Menson about that. He's just over at the end of the room. Happy to help. Okay. Into the bureaucracy we go. Hi, how are you? Fine, thanks. I just need your ingestion card. And a list of the last 5 permanent addresses. Alright, we're gonna go through the absurdity. I don't think I've had 5 permanent addresses. Oh. My sheet has 5 address boxes and it says to fill everything out. Maybe if you fill out a transient subsheet, we can get it processed. Go talk to Kirk Bohm and he'll set you up with one. Just over there in the corner. Happy to help. Okay. Making me walk all over the place. Howdy, here for a transient sheet? No problem. Rummages through some papers on his desk. Happy to help. Opens a few folders and quickly closes them. Looks like I'm out, but I know there's some back in the archive. You have to put in a special request with Clerk Macmillan. She's the document czar. Straight back at the end of the office there by the file cabinets. Okay. Documents request? One transient subsheet. Happy to help. Please put your requisition form in the inbox and I'll get to his requisition form. Yes, you don't have one? Shouldn't be a problem. They're easy to fill out. Just ask Clerk Medicine and she'll get you sorted. Oh my gosh. If you're not familiar with the old cartoon, I can't even remember the name of it, is the place where you go mad. This came up when I was playing Witcher as well. Requisition form, no problem. I need your ingestion card and mark it outgoing in my logbook. I don't have an ingestion card yet. Oh, no ingestion card? Okay, that's okay. Just go talk to Clerk Bone. We'll set you up with one. Happy to help. Oh my gosh. Get me out of here. We're going in circles, literally. We're going to break the cycle now. Happy to help. Yep. Oh, no, I mean, that's her right there in the cardigan. Okay. Yes, thank you. Hello. Sorry to bother you. Having fun in the paperclip labyrinth? Well, you made it eventually. You look exhausted. I'd offer you my seat, but my ankles are turning on me. Arthritis? Dr. Truman says my joints are eroding one another. They've been collaborating for decades. It's only natural they want to kill each other now. Well, enough about my hateful wrists and ankles. This concrete bunker and office is just a waypoint for you, I'm sure. Where is it you're trying to get to? We're looking for 5 Dogwood Drive. Dogwood Drive. That's funny. Do you know I used to live on a Dogwood Drive? This was years ago. A grimy old house, basement full of insects, attic full of birds. I had a few roommates. We all worked at the university. I had a dog. I drank whiskey and beer and made sculptures. But that Dogwood was a surface road. With a name like that, it would have to be. What are you doing in the Zero? My cousin Weaver sent us this way. Your cousin Weaver? Weaver Marquez? I didn't expect to hear from her again. Do you know her? She came through here as an intern. One of my old colleagues must have referred her. Do you know? I never asked. Anyway, there's not much challenging work here, much less for a gifted mathematician. She's helped translate some notes on architectural plans I picked up in Mexico. She was very bored. We used to sit in the steps by the river on our lunch break and talk about geometry. I hope she wasn't in trouble. I lost touch with her so suddenly. I'd recommended she go see some old friends of mine at the university about a new acoustic surveying venture. I often worry she began wrapped up in some tenured professor's quixotic research project. You know the type, gray-haired, intellectual, narcissistic. Well, that is. I guess she sent you here because she respected me, though I could help. Weaver's a dear girl, but I'm afraid you've been misled. Excuse me. But where's the Dogwood Drive you lived on? Maybe it's the same one. No, it's not possible. The Dogwood Drive I lived on is now called Pale Dogwood Drive. They've renamed all the streets, you see. Too many streets with the same names. It was never a problem before, but now we have these databases, and it's all too confusing for the computer. The computer has no sense of ambiguity, so it proclaims an error. Name collisions, they call them. So my Dogwood Drive is Pale Dogwood Drive, and another might be Large-Leafed Dogwood Drive, or Himalayan Flowering Dogwood Drive, and so on. But one of them is still just Dogwood Drive. Or so we might hope. It's really a matter of consulting records, of which we have an abundance here. Where's the computer? Computer? Oh, that's all handled offsite. We write up a formal request for analysis, provide the necessary data, then send the whole thing out by courier. So first you'll need the data. I expect you'll find some node name up in Archives and Records, 4th floor. It'll be filed under O for odonyms, or probably G for generic, or maybe S for specific, depending on which part of the street name was changed. Okay. Thanks for your help? Guess. Not at all confusing. So that was the 1st floor. Archives and Records, so 4th floor. Let's check the 2nd floor and then we'll check bears. Bears seems like a good floor to visit. Oh look, bears! Don't mind us, just saying hi. Looks like there's nothing to see here. Okay, bye. Thanks for your time. We might want to bypass the bear floor. I think it might be dangerous for our health and safety. I think the cartoon I was referring to earlier was Asterix and Obelix. It was something else. 4th floor, Archives and Records. Let's go. Oh, lovely. Damn, this place is a mess. Okay. Take a look through that logbook, I guess. Maybe there's some kind of system to all these boxes. I'll just start digging. The small logbook has a smart leather cover. A few notes are scribbled in the inside covers. Most pages are just lists of titles, names, and dates. Inside the front cover. Document staff, please do not transfer any more records from the storage unit until we get new file cabinets in. We're up to F, and that will have to do for now. Okay. A, B, C, D. Instruct clerks to focus on activities beginning with the letters A, B, C, D, E, or F, or activities most likely to involve research on subjects beginning with those letters. For examples, cars is okay because it involves automotive driving, brakes, etc., but air quality is not because it relates to health, safety, pollution, etc. Okay. Let's see what page 1 is. Several documents relating to supporting competition venues were quickly checked out and back in over a period of a few days. Basketball courts, baseball fields, alleys, and parking lots. Sure, we'll try page 14. Single set of documents relating to coal mining operations was checked out and back in several different people within a few hours. Inside the back cover. Note in logbook. Failing antique shops folder missing. Listing checked in page 63 but not present. Failing antique shops? Alright. Check-in. Failing antique shops. Monday 3 p.m. Signee at Bohm. Alright. Nothing? Me neither. Half of these boxes aren't even labeled and the rest are all from the first few letters of the alphabet. Couldn't find anything with an O or G or an S. Maybe that clerk knows somewhere else we can look. Yeah, sure. Let's try the 5th floor just for funs and giggles. More of the, joy of all of this. Oh, I love these stalactites. Hello. Oh, whoops. Hello. Greg is hard at work examining some diagrams, measuring angles with a plastic protractor, and occasionally scribbling numbers in a small leather notebook. Can I help you? Don't answer that. Extremely busy with these charts. Maybe one of the clerks on the 1st floor can help you. They're probably just looking at cat pictures. Oh, really? Okay. At least you get classical music to listen to. It's better than the muzak in the elevator. You keep on with your protractor work there, buddy. You seems like you're really, being productive. Don't mind the bears, they're just doing their thing. Hello again. Nothing? That's unfortunate. Well, they must still be in transit. You see, we've only moved to this new venue somewhat recently, and it's all a bit in progress. This was a cathedral not so long ago. Can you believe it? And then the borough reclaimed it. Their old congregation had been directed to one of our storage facilities for their activity. That's where you'll find the street name records, I expect, at the church. Marianne at reception can give you directions. Just come back here when you have the files, and we'll begin the necessary paperwork to have the information analyzed. And when you're on the road, you might want to stop and see Dr. Truman about your leg. He's a specialist regarding ailments of the joints and limbs, and I know he works at night. His home office is in a small neighborhood on the east edge of Bowling Green. Here's his card. Do stop and see him. That leg is a miserable sight. Take care of each other. Okay. Thanks for the help. Alright, yes, please. Okay, having navigated office bureaucracy, we head back down to the 1st floor. Having completely skipped the bears. Alright, let's go. Oh, good, you're still there. Hiya. Get what you need? Lula said you could direct us to the church? Oh, sure, the old storage lot. Just get back on the Zero and drive until you hit the crystal. Then turn around. It'll make sense when you get on the road. You can handle it. To the crystal, huh? Sure. Hey, old blue. Alright, off we go. Go to the crystal and then turn around. Sure. The jaws. Bat wings. The cactus. The lightning bolt. Sandwich? It's a brick sandwich. The isosahedron. The cathode ray. The bottle. The TV. The cenote. I don't know what that is. The pipe organ. Crystal, okay. Turn around. Self-storage. Oh, no, that was it. That was there, yes. I think that's where we wanted to go. I hope that's where we wanted to go. Act 2, Scene 2. St. Thomas Church. And let me take a moment here. Oh, dear. Random access self-storage. Lovely. We're going to take a moment here, and we're going to... Can I save? Ephemera? Oh, rumbling tape, scarecrow, out. Oh. Oh. Bureau of Secret Tourism, esoteric excursions for the intrepid and curious. All directions start from the Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. Oh, okay. Oh, we should actually check some of those out, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I think that unfortunately is all that I have time for today's stream, and I don't want to get too much into this next scene without taking some time to make sure I have time for it. So, we're gonna go ahead and quit. Back to the circle, exit the game, never mind. No, I want to make sure I can save. Load? Never mind. Maybe if I just quit, oh, that's right. It should have loaded or saved to the save slide I was on. So, we're just gonna call it there for the evening, I think. Because I don't know if it's going to quit the game when I do this, or if it's going to take me back to the main menu. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up right there. Thank you all so much for joining in for tonight's stream, where we started our first playthrough, sort of a replay through, but more of a first playthrough because I just don't remember the game, of Kentucky Route Zero. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out, whether you're lurking, chatting, or just enjoying your evening. I'm glad that you spent a bit of time cruising with me tonight. Please stick around. We're going to throw a raid out to one of our fellow Twitch Hawaii streamers. Let's see who's out there in Streamland. Oh, Esmic808 is playing some Final Fantasy VII. He's a cool dude. Please give him your love and support once we get over to his channel. I will be back this Tuesday for Random Game Night, and we will continue Kentucky Route Zero next week, Sunday. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and as always, aloha.